This special edition of Our Region's Business is brought to you by Highmark and by PNC Bank for the Achiever in You.
The economic development game may be changing in our region. For a generation, job one around here was to create enough jobs to put everybody to work, especially after the collapse of our industrial economy in the 1980s. Well, looking ahead to the next generation, just as big a job may be educating, training, connecting, and attracting enough people to fill the jobs that are being created and the jobs of the baby boomers who are beginning to retire. So it makes sense to ask the next generation what it will take to retain and attract them. And we did just that.
Hi, I'm Regina Ketters. I'm the owner of Marty's Market.
My name is Jesus Torres and I work for Baker Tilly, formerly Parente Beard, and I work in the forensics department.
Native Louisvillian from downriver.
I went to Penn State where I met great friends, including my wife, who's a Pittsburgh native, and they all showed me how amazing the city is.
I am the Chief of Staff to City Councilwoman Deborah Gross.
I'm a Local 3 iron worker out of Pittsburgh, PA. I work for Century Steel Wreckers.
So I grew up in the South Hills of Pittsburgh, in Peters Township, but I've been living in the city since I started my career.
I'm from the northern end of Armstrong County.
I'm a 7th-generation Texan, born and raised, moved to Boston for college, and then career took me down to Miami and then ultimately here in Pittsburgh.
I am a native of the region. I'm from the Mon Valley part of the region.
Pittsburgh has a community feel to it. It's very much like Texas growing up. Everyone goes to your Friday night high school football game. For Pittsburgh though, it's the Steelers, it's the Pirates, it's the Penguins.
What drew me back to Pittsburgh was the potential. So I left because I thought it may have been a stifling place and I wouldn't really have been able to excel in my career here.
This region here has so much to offer. You got good paying jobs, you got an abundance of jobs, you got the schools, the colleges, the high schools, the elementary schools.
This region is poised for opportunity in a way that no other region in our country is. Pittsburgh is on its way, and I wanted to be in a region that was on its way and be a part of creating the future.
My name's Jenna Knapp. I work for a company called Thread, and I am our Director of Production.
My background is in biomedical engineering, and I assist physicians with implanting heart devices.
We lived outside of the city whenever we were growing up, both my husband and I. And when we came back, we moved into the city and still live there now. We have a 4-year-old and we have a 4-month-old, and we love it.
A lot of my friends, I usually tell them that Pittsburgh has been very good to me. I live here, I work here, I bought my first house here, had my first car here, I met my fiance here, so things have been good for me. I can't complain.
I am not a native. I'm originally from sunny South Florida.
I am originally from the Dominican Republic, but I came to Pittsburgh after living 9 years in New Jersey. I came here for work, for Westinghouse as an engineer.
We came up here, we looked at the price of living versus Pittsburgh compared to Miami. Just moving here, we got an 11% bump. So it allowed my wife to stay home, be with our first kid, and it worked out so far.
I was 24 years old and I was able to purchase a house.
Having experience with other cities and other regions, I see Pittsburgh as a gem where it's a big city, small town kind of feel, and opportunity for great exposure that you may not get in other places.
I'm Caroline Passarello. I work for Giant Eagle and I'm their corporate dietitian.
We have to do better as a community to encourage people to be more active, to create safe cities and towns that people are comfortable with going outside and taking their families outside.
Focusing on healthier lifestyles is going to have enormous effects for our personal waistlines as well as our regional waistline.
Public transportation, it just encourages people to get out and to interact with each other more. It helps people to fall in love with their city because they're in it. They're not driving past it, just going to a destination, but they're actually interacting with it all the time. And it attaches you in a different kind of way.
I think we need to make sure that travel continues to be easy. So making sure that we still have nonstop flights.
If we were to interconnect our communities, they themselves get that much better.
Definitely Armstrong County, Butler County, Indiana, a lot of those could be pulled in a little tighter with Allegheny County.
Then we live in McCandless in the Wexford area, and I was looking for food different food to eat. And so I found the Chinese food, I found the Italian food, and it's like, well, where's the Jamaican food? Where's the Jamaican restaurant? Where's the Trini restaurant? Where's the Hispanic restaurant?
There is a link that may be missing where they're here, now they're established, but how do we make this their home?
We really need to make sure that Pittsburgh is a city that's livable for everybody.
So what's the strategic plan to make our region the best place it can be? Well, after spending months talking with members and partners throughout our region, the Allegheny Conference has come up with 3 strategies aimed at connecting people and places. What's in store and what can you do to help? Find out when this special edition of Our Region's Business returns in just a moment.